High above the Arctic Circle, where silence stretches for thousands of miles, lies Greenland, a land shaped by ice, wind, and time. For centuries, it appeared untouched by the ambitions of the world beyond. But today, as the climate warms and the ice slowly loosens its grip, Greenland is being pulled into the center of global attention. From space, its position is unmistakable. Greenland sits between North America and Europe, directly beneath the shortest routes connecting rival powers. In an age of long-range missiles and satellite surveillance, geography is destiny. What once seemed remote is now vital. The Arctic is no longer a barrier, it is a gateway. Modern conflict does not begin with explosions. It begins with detection. Missiles launched from the east curve silently over the polar regions, following paths dictated by the shape of the Earth itself. And here, in the far north, minutes matter. Greenland offers those minutes, time to see, time to decide, time to respond. In strategic terms, it is an early warning written in ice. Elsewhere, other nations are paying close attention. Russia expands its Arctic footprint, reopening bases and launching icebreakers. China, though far from the polar circle, invests carefully, ports, research stations, infrastructure. Each move is measured, deliberate. In this environment, neutrality becomes increasingly difficult to sustain. For Greenland and those responsible for its future, the dilemma is profound. Traditional defenses offer little reassurance in a world of hypersonic weapons and cyber warfare. Protection, when offered, comes with expectations. Dependence grows quietly. History reminds us that influence rarely arrives by force alone, it often arrives as assistance. The pattern is an old one. First, the promise of security. Then, the argument that security cannot exist without permanent presence. Over time, temporary measures become permanent realities. Sovereignty does not disappear overnight, it fades, one decision at a time. What began as a joke, is now written in ink. The US approach to Greenland has shifted, from casual talk to formal policy. The crossed-out word confidential signals transparency turning into legislation. A bill on the table means ambition with procedure, not force. Greenland isn't just ice, it's strategy, minerals, and Arctic control. And today, the world is watching one question closely: can a superpower buy influence, without owning the land? They don't shout. They don't fight. Outside the US Embassy, Denmark responds the only way it chooses to. With silence. An aging generation walks slowly, holding signs instead of anger. No thanks. Respect sovereignty. They know they can't retaliate with power. So they retaliate with dignity. In a world ruled by force and influence. This is resistance. Quiet, tired. And impossible to ignore. This is diplomacy, stripped of ceremony. No grand halls. No red carpets. Just a small table, microphones, and distance. The message is subtle but clear. You're welcome to talk. But not to decide. Greenland isn't being handed over. It's being delayed, redirected, slowed down. In modern geopolitics, rejection doesn't come as a no. It comes as a meeting that goes nowhere. Once, NATO meant certainty. An attack on one was an attack on all. Today, the shield is cracked. 32 nations stand together, but look closer. They're facing different directions. Allies still talk unity, but act cautiously. Support comes with conditions. Help comes in fragments. Because now, survival matters more than solidarity. This isn't the end of NATO. Yes, allies do send soldiers. But look closer. They arrive by request, not by command. Limited numbers. Short missions. Careful mandates. Flags are present. Firepower is not. This isn't preparation for war. It's insurance against being accused of doing nothing. Enough support to signal unity. But enough distance to avoid the consequences. From Moscow, the Arctic rush is met with quiet mockery. Russian officials suggest that missile shields and northern defenses are signs of fear, not strength. One minister bluntly warns that in today's world, standing alone is a luxury no one can afford. His message is simple: choose a camp, or be exposed. Align with Russia, he implies, and survival becomes collective. In the Arctic, neutrality is no longer protection, it is vulnerability. Canada finds itself uncomfortably close to the center. If Greenland were drawn fully into a US-led Arctic shield, the logic of defense would naturally extend south. Borders would matter less than airspace and command control. Canada, in this view, is not a conquest, but a domino. Once the North is secured, consolidation becomes the next step. In the end, the story of Greenland, and the Arctic beyond it, is not about invasion or victory. It is about momentum. Ice melts, routes open, and strategies adjust. What begins as defense quietly reshapes influence, and what seems unthinkable today becomes logical tomorrow. In a warming world, power is moving north, not with noise or force, but with calculations made far from the ice. And as the Arctic transforms, one truth becomes clear: the future is no longer forming at the edges of the map, but at its very top.